Hey peeps, we're checking out this gimbal that Jahi's trying out. It's called Zhiyun Smooth Q2. And so far it's not as straightforward as the Moza Mini-Mi that I'm running over here that my phone's actually on right now.
It is not.
It took him 10 minutes to figure out how to mount the phone, and then he turned the thing on and it turned itself right back off. And he made sure he charged it today too.
Yeah, it's on, so the lights are flashing.
When it's on, it's supposed to go like that and straighten it out.
There you go. Socially distancing.
The struggles. It's blinking or pulsing. I'm moving the joystick and ain't doing nothing, so I'm not sure if it's happy.
Okay.
Yeah, it ain't happy at all. I did the long press to turn it off, and then long press to turn it on. It tried to balance the phone, and then just turned itself back off again. Of course, we might have it backwards. I know I was doing mine backwards the first time I tried it because I thought the motor was supposed to be on the right and it was supposed to be on the left.
Yeah, let's
so if
try.
I go like this.
Yeah, let's try that.
So if y'all haven't noticed, my YouTube channel is about me being a poor person trying to figure out how to do stuff, and I am loving this painter's tape holding the back of the phone on right now. Because you keep using something until it don't work.
That's right. The camera in that phone is excellent.
That's a Note 4. He's the one who gave me the idea to get a couple Note 4s to shoot from my YouTube.
Okay.
Check this out.
Oh, so what did you do?
This motor has to be on the right side. Then you balance it with the screen facing you, and then you can turn it on.
Okay, so we had the camera going in the wrong direction? Is that what it was?
This gear was on the other side.
Okay.
Same mistake I made back with mine.
And you're looking for Z, right? Z-Play? Z-Y play?
Yep. I'd like to test doing some face tracking and stuff. I agree. Next. Girl. Allow. Next. Girl. Smooth Q2. Connect now. Do you have Bluetooth turned on the phone?
No, but you can turn it on.
You pair it from the app, not from the operating system menu.
Okay.
It sees it for pairing. Instead of a connect button, there's a button that says connection. Like,
you need those extra 3 letters, man.
Yeah. They need better translators. Hold on while I read these instructions that they know are going to be in landscape. Dear user, desktop, blah, 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 blah. Okay, continue. I have the joystick is not immediately responsive, and the focus is always tripping all the time instead of waiting a few seconds to see, which is, Moza Genie does the same thing. And it just keeps trying to focus. And every time I try to put you in frame, the joystick just quit working. And it's going into blinky light mode.
At the bottom?
Because it's hibernating. It couldn't balance the phone, and it's like, I quit right now. Which isn't cool, because it means you have to turn the gimbal off, turn it back on.
That looks normal now. Looks perfect.
Now I have to find a button on here to pair it again, because you turn this off and on and it has to be paired again.
Yeah, see, the review said it's best not to use the app. They said just use the native camera functions.
But I want to try the face tracking. Not face tracking, the object tracking.
I wonder if it'll track with face masks on.
Well, it's object tracking, not face tracking. There's only one brand that had face tracking. I'll put a message on the screen which brand it was, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I also have a link in the description to a spreadsheet I did in Google Docs that's got all the different models that I've looked at and what the features are and which models have which feature. Maybe if I hit the back button, connect now. Oh, there's your connect button. Searching. Connecting device. Oh, searching. Connecting device. Maybe it's already connected. What I'm trying now is to reload the app because it wouldn't connect after the stand button. Bluetooth is on, but it won't connect to it again. Hey, Mr. Social Distancing Partner, you wanna slide them instructions down?
It's just connecting with searching.
I even completely powered off the gimbal, powered it back on, and closed all your apps. So that even ZY Play would be closed, and loaded it back up.
There we go.
Did it connect to it?
I just touched it. It showed it on my screen. It said Smooth 2.
Oh.
Unable to connect to Smooth 2.
Unable to connect to Smooth 2?
That's what it said.
Zhiyun, you're not getting good marks right now.
It's saying pair devices. Oh, so it's already paired, but it won't pair again.
I got my other Note 4 if we want to try that.
Okay. Yeah, so this one is not connected to the Bluetooth feature.
Can you turn off the gimbal and I'll try this one?
Yeah.
The weight goes on the right, camera lens on the left.
Does it fit yours?
Yeah, it might be something to do with
The tape?
the broken case. ZY Play. I don't need Wi-Fi, shut up! Connect now, fine. Turn on my location. Location service to use Bluetooth? Come on, Google with your Android. You know my location's here. I'm physically present. Are you mentally present? Connect now. Allow. Searching nearby devices. Smooth Q2 thingy found. Connection instead of connect. Enter the thingy. Allow. 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 Continue. Joystick is still delayed. Focusing is a constant battle like before. There is a exposure button on the top left, and then HDR on-off button, which I better turn off because it might crash my phone because it's old and I'm poor people. Take the photo, panoramic, slow motion, time lapse, moving time lapse. So it does have time lapse. Let's get on notes. I was comparing yesterday when Jahi told me that he bought this. This does not come with a tripod. You had to buy it separately with a carrying case.
Yep, also separate.
Which mine came with that. You can't control the zoom from the gimbal. Like, you have to pinch the zoom like that. That's not going to be good if you're doing a shot and you want to zoom. If you touch the screen, you're going to shake it. The whole point of a gimbal is that you're not shaking while you're recording. Now, how do you rotate the phone? Some gimbals, you just do that and it rotates it so you can like shoot for TikTok or something. That doesn't do that. Hyperlapse, they do have time lapse in here, so it does have that. Now, the things this has that mine don't, small enough to go in some people's pockets, not if you're wearing skinny people jeans like I do. Slow motion, does it have slow motion? Yeah, it's got slow motion, mine doesn't. I have to slow down the footage on my computer. It has an on-the-fly orientation switch. Quick switch to standby, vortex mode. But I'm wondering how to do it.
Yeah, I think it's based on like how many clicks you click.
So double tapping the joystick changes its follow mode. So I got left and right follow, and now up down. POV, that's this thing.
So if I go here, you kind of like aim it like a flashlight.
Yeah, some people call it flashlight mode. There's POV for this way. And this is doing left, right, up, down, and pan tilt. So it's all three together. I haven't figured it out yet. There's no reset the center. With mine, like watch, I can reset the center by tapping down on the joystick twice. Yeah, all these pages, but it doesn't got. There's a like diagram of going between the modes like I just did, and it's got the locking mode where it doesn't turn it off, follow, POV mode, vortex mode, which is their flashlight mode, and pan follow, but all that is combining left, right, up, down, and the tilt. Whereas mine, you can turn on each three of those things separately.
And I think I actually got it because it said it was the easiest one to learn how to use.
The instructions don't have anything about how I'm going to get it to go so I can shoot to TikTok videos.
Let me see. Oh, that's funny. I can see you now, Rob. Oh, so I do this and it straightens it out.
How did you get it to pan tilt like that?
I turn right and left.
That is weird because turning right and left is supposed to make it turn right and left like you're steering a car.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like if you click a certain amount of times and then do it, it puts it in that mode, and you click a certain amount of times and then it does it a different way. Let's do 2 clicks and see what happens. Now I'm gonna go. There we go. So this is this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I hate how that arm of it hits the phone when you put it that way. Because what if you're going a transition shot?
Yeah.
You don't want there to be a judder when it clicks it. It makes your footage go.
But for me, like, I don't like how the camera rocks. You know what I mean?
Mine, that setting is harder to get to.
What, the lock?
I'll check this out.
Oh, it tells you what
Your left, right? So check this out. If I, right now I have, they call it different, but I have pan follow and yaw follow. So that's pan, that's yaw, and the other one, I think they call it roll follow. I have to long press something to get that one. Okay, I've done it.
Oh, check that out.
You see me doing it now?
Yeah.
But I have to long press to get it. I turn it off and it resets itself to center.
Check this out. So I'm gonna, it's keeping the same motion. So like if I turn it like this, it moves.
Yeah. See how it hits it?
Yeah.
Mine don't do that. This one.
There we go. Now we're back.
Oh, that's cool that you're recording it so I can show the peeps.
Yep. I figured you'd like that.
So watch this. I'm gonna turn them all off. So I have lock mode right now.
Uh-huh. This is lock mode for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell because there's a light that shows the L, and L is for lock.
All right. Now see my lights? It's got yaw follow and pan follow. And I tap this twice. Now I have yaw follow, which is just left and right. And in pan follow, I had tap it 3 times. Right?
Uh-huh.
Now I got up and down. Now every now and then I'll get an awkward situation or I want to be artistic. I was shooting a video with my son and I wanted to film over his head. If you long press, you're going to get roll follow, which is that.
This is POV. I don't really understand like what it does is different from everything else.
POV is all 3. Pan follow, yaw follow, and roll follow. Do your left right like this. Like this.
Oh.
That's POV. That's what they call it.
Yeah, but it's like what I don't like, I would like it to stay, or is it doing what it's supposed to do when I do this?
It's doing what it's supposed to do in POV mode.
Okay.
If you want just the turning left and turning up and down, it's a different one.
Now this one is in lock. Yeah.
And you went too far.
Yeah, it hit the side.
It hit the side and it turned the gimbal off.
See, I don't like that my hand gets in the way after a certain amount of time too.
Yeah.
After a certain angle.
You want to just film me demonstrating this one? Doing the same thing as you?
Well, yeah.
So I'll demonstrate the range of motion on mine. Now I don't have lock mode like you had a second ago, so I'm going to turn on my lock mode. And I'm going to shoot this down so I'm not blinding y'all. Shoot that at me.
Okay.
Like that. See, you can't go all the way, so I can go all the way around. And the trick is, I'll turn this light off for a second.
So yours goes all the way around like this too, right?
Yeah, we both have 360 degrees of motion.
But when you did this, yours didn't hit the gimbal.
If you'll observe, I'm going to use my joystick to turn it. So you can see from the side. This can't hit that. See that?
Yeah.
That's the
But if you notice,
range of motion for this.
so my thought is like I noticed when you pan up and down,
Mhm.
Your motor here is up and down, whereas mine is slanted off to the right.
Any of these ones that they try to make it so that it's pocket sized or it can fit in your purse, do that. Honestly, though, I've put this gimbal in a lot of different bags and it's not that bad. They're trying to appeal to people that want to put it in a small bag.
Now it's flashing all of them at the same time.
Flashing all of them at the same time means the motor got overworked and it went like to sleep.
Yeah, I might just go ahead and grab one of yours.
Are you planning on starting up a YouTube channel soon or something? That's why you got this?
Yes, actually.
Cool.
Me and my kids to be coming soon.
Well, that's cool because if you start a YouTube channel, then I'll be collabing with you all the time.
Yeah.
So
this is POV here.
Follow mode.
But I didn't pick anything to follow, right?
No, it's just terminology. It just means which axes respond to your wrist movement. You have a 3-axis gimbal. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And so that explains how I was demonstrating on this one. Left, right, up, down, and roll. They should really call them pan, yaw, and roll on all gimbals, but I mean, that has a faster follow mode. This one calls it fast follow, and that one calls it sport mode. Like, are you serious?
Corporations, they got to be proprietary with the one button feature, which is convenient. But if you're trying to do something and you push the button too many times, it assumes you're trying to do something
Can
totally
you focus
different.
on this area?
Yeah.
And so you're saying one button feature. Well, this has a zoom wheel. And if I'm using the Moza Genie app, this will actually zoom the footage real time. This is my record button. It has buttons underneath this zoom wheel, left, right, up, and down, and a joystick, and the power button, and I can reach them all with my thumb. So that, trying to make it simpler, is actually making it more complicated.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't like the fact that, like yours, the arm, like if you were to move right to left, yours doesn't hit, right?
Right, and yours does.
And mine does. I don't like that.
That was the same issue with the other one I returned. I can't recall it from right now. I'll put it up on the screen. It wasn't as bad as that one, actually, but it still did it sometimes.
So this is the crazy thing. Like, I like the way this feels. I like the how it feels in my hand. I like the materials they use.
You want to trade?
At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what it feels like if it doesn't do what you need it to do.
Yeah, this is significantly lighter. It feels like it's a pound lighter.
But I like your controls though. So like every time you press it, tap it twice, it'll change between those 4 functions. And then depending on like what function it's in, when you do left and right, up and down, it'll make it move differently.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm proud of you, Jahi. Taking a leap to do the voyage of discovery with something complex, gimbal, doohickey, what's it thingy.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. So, I mean, live and learn. Try and, you test and you retest and you see what works and what doesn't.
And if anybody's asked, this gimbal has a 1/4-20 mount, and I have a ball joint with a Viltrox LED light in here. I'll have links in the description if you want to see more about it, but I use that light all the time, and it's super convenient if I'm going somewhere to shoot with this gimbal and I don't know if I'm going to have enough lighting. I just throw that in the bag.
So mine is the Zhiyun Smooth Q2.
Right.
It's arguably one of the best on the market as of late 2019. This one is, when was this one?
This one's late 2019 as well. It's called the Moza Mini-Mi. It's actually the version 2. They discontinued the version 1, and I'll have pictures on the screens how you can tell if you're on Amazon which one's the old one and which one's the new one.
Yeah, so I think I may end up sending this one back because I'm not exactly pleased at that one. They said had 360-degree rotation. It looks like this one does too. I like the fact that one is smaller and it fits places, but what difference does it make if by the time you get there, you can't make the shots you need to make? So, and I like the fact that it was marketed as simpler. And, I'm all about simple. The easier it is to make the stuff work and get to the end goal, that's ultimately where I'm always trying to go. But I mean, sometimes you can make something so quote unquote simple that it becomes complex. And that's just my opinion. You take with that what you will. But I'd rather have the buttons, I think, that I can see, so that, it might appear complex on the surface, but after you do some work with it, it seems like that would actually be the easier move, as opposed to, no matter if you know what it moves, what the different buttons do, the one button does for different, the language of the button, it doesn't really matter if you're trying to do it really fast and you push the wrong thing. The gimbal thinks you're doing something totally different, whereas this one, everything is visible. And if I go in a certain direction, the gimbal knows exactly what I'm trying to do. It's not trying to cram
Intuitive.
multiple things into one button, into one function.
Its controls are intuitive, right?
Yeah, it seems a little more intuitive, even if there are more buttons to have to choose from. I'd rather go that route if I have to do it. And this is just my first run through with both. The one thing I will say about the gimbal that I'm holding right now, it is heavy.
Well, take my light off.
That did make it lighter, but I could definitely feel it, whereas with the Zhiyun, it was definitely lighter. So does yours not hit because your gimbal will stop it before it does that?
No, it's because its geometry is designed to barely pass by the phone within 3 millimeters.
All right, so see, yours does that, whereas mine hits. You know what I mean?
Yep. Also, the pan that you're trying to do,
yours hit that time.
the pan you're trying to do, you need to do with the handle straight up and down.
This way?
Yep.
Let's do it. See what happens. So yours does that. I may play with it a little more to see if I like it, but it's definitely, I'm not pleased as much as I want to say I like it. Overall, again, I like the way it feels in my hand, but I got to play with it a little more to see if it's really what I need for my purposes.
Well, I've been Robert Jean. I'm signing out now.
Yep,
This is Jahi.
I'm Jahi.
He hasn't started a channel yet, but when he does, you better believe it. I'm going to be covering that like it's the hottest news. Air fist bump.